to India.
Alright, so we are all packed and ready to leave for India, and it's 10:30 here in the UK, and we need to leave around 12:30, so we have 2 hours to go before we leave this house, and then we are gonna take a bus to Heathrow Airport, and we have an early morning flight tomorrow. So yeah, all set.
So, what are you feeling?
So honestly, like, it's mostly mixed feelings. So sometimes I'm happy, sometimes like I feel normal. So it's not like sometimes I don't feel so special about going to India, but then sometimes I feel really special. So it is very hard to explain it in words, but yeah, like overall it's a nice feeling. And moreover, like when I think about India, it's like we are going home, but because it's been so long, like it's like a new thing for us now. So we don't know what to expect basically going to our home. So it's kind of weird. And so yeah, I'm just taking it as a new experience. Like maybe because this is the first time like we are having so many confused emotions. But yes, so like once we get there and once we get to know how is it, like how our first experience is, that we will obviously make a video about. So that is it. So it's confusing, and because like we are going home, but like it doesn't feel like we are going home, so it's all mixed. Yeah, so that is it. And what about you?
I think in my life, I never have imagined that I'll be meeting my loved ones like after 2.5 years. It's a really long time, and like in my entire lifetime, if I say I'm coming here for doing my PhD, but if I say like in my master's, bachelor's, I have never left my hometown, and now it's entirely different country. But I would say,
And moreover, like we already have a home here, so
Yes.
like it's both ways. Like
yeah,
leaving here as well doesn't feel good, and like going there and coming back also doesn't feel good. Like
yeah.
it's all mixed.
Yes. So what I'm feeling now is, when I was leaving India, I was feeling that I'm leaving my parents, I'm leaving everything. Like my entire life was in India, and I'm leaving everything behind it, and I'm coming to a new place. And we worked so hard, and now at this stage, I feel that when I'm going to India, I feel that there is some part which I'm leaving over here, and then I'm going to India. But then I truly agree with you, it's a mixed feeling, and when we will come back from India, we'll feel the same, that we are leaving something in India. So it's very hard to explain really what are the emotions. But apart from that, very, very excited to go to home, to feel that vibe, to meet our parents and just see their faces and how happy they would be and how happy we would be seeing them. And
Yeah. Just having a relaxing time overall.
yeah.
Yeah. Because we didn't took a holiday for 9 months for going to India, so that is what we want now.
Yeah.
At least a good relaxing holiday.
And good food, obviously.
Yeah.
That's most important.
Yep. So that is it for
Yeah.
now, and yeah. So see you at the airport.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we are here at the bus stop. It's almost 6 degrees and it's quite cold. We have all our luggage here, and this is the bus stop where we are waiting at for our bus. We still have about half an hour to go until we board our bus, and we got a taxi here, and a strange thing happened. Like the driver tried to scam us by adding the wait time and not starting the trip, although we were on the taxi on time. So
Yeah, he tried to scam us basically.
yes, but we told him about it, and then he called his team to cancel the wait time, so he knew what he was going on, and he was trying to give an explanation, but then we didn't buy it. So yeah, that is it. And at the moment it's around 1:30 at night, and we'll reach Heathrow about 5 p.m. 5 a.m. sorry.
Yeah, and the flight is around 8:25 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
We arrived at the airport on schedule and we took a tube to the actual terminal from
T4.
to the T4 terminal from the bus stop. So the terminal is actually quite far from the bus stop, so there are free tube services to travel within the terminals. And then we sent our bags for the check-in, and we had our security check done, and we had some breakfast, and now our boarding is gonna start in about 20 minutes. So we'll then land in Doha, Qatar in about 5 hours. So see you in Qatar and then finally in India. Hello and welcome to Qatar airport, and it's a beautiful airport. So the last time when we were here we didn't see this part of the airport, right?
Yeah.
But this is really beautiful.
There is a garden
Let
over
me show
here.
you. So these are actual plants and not fake plants. So they have also put this system where they sprinkle water through some sort of outlets on the plants. So I guess it is turned on all day to sprinkle water here. One of the most greenest airports I have ever seen. So this is a transparent kind of train that goes to the terminal within the Qatar airport. So our terminal is B8 and this train will go take us to that terminal. So you can see this is a completely transparent train. We have now boarded the flight in Qatar and just a couple of hours to go until we land in Ahmedabad. Finally landing in Ahmedabad now. So finally we are here in India and just collected our bags, and it almost took an hour to get our bags on the luggage belt. So now super excited to meet our family. Yeah, we'll share some videos of that as well.
Sure.
My niece was super happy to meet us, and it was 6 in the morning, but she still woke up to welcome us home. And my sister in law had got us a cake and decorated the room for our welcome. We then celebrated with our family and had lots of cake early in the morning, and we enjoyed every bit of it, and the feeling of being at home was on the next level.
So today is 2nd of October and it's been 2 days since we arrived in India. So we have...
Three days.
Is
We
it
arrived
three?
on the 29th.
Oh, it's 3 days since we arrived. So we have a couple of beautiful things to share. So we arrived at our home around 6 a.m. in the morning, and then we had a bit of rest, and then we had the breakfast. And in the breakfast we had some delicious samosas which we were craving since a long time. And yeah, so we rested during that day because
Yeah, it was mostly rest on Sunday. So
Yeah.
because of the long flight, like we didn't have the energy to do anything, and so we mostly slept all day. And during the evening, we went to her parents' place, and we went out for dinner and had some nice dosas. So South Indian restaurant,
Yeah.
was a nice South Indian restaurant newly opened.
yes.
And we had some nice dosas, and we had a nice time, basically like having a good conversation with everyone. So just spending time with everyone. So that was
And not to forget, it was heavily raining on the first day.
yes. So I also went out on a two-wheeler to just enjoy the rain. So me and my niece and my elder brother, so we went out on a two-wheeler to enjoy the rains. So that was really nice. Like after
Yeah.
a long time, I got a chance to do that.
Yeah.
And then like I had my office from Monday, so I had to work. So I'm working like Indian hours here, so not the UK hours. And it was like a usual kind of day. So and yeah, also we shared all the gifts that we got from UK with our family.
We liked it very much.
Yes, and hopefully like everything was like fitting perfectly. So we were a bit scared about the sizes that won't match, but then luckily like all the sizes were good and it perfectly fitted them. So yeah, that was good. And then yeah, so with the like we had some homemade food for the past few days, and we really had so much food that like our stomachs are almost full every time. But still like we can't get enough of the food, and like we will be having more food like in the coming days. So and apart from it, like I wanted to ride a bike, so her dad has a bike with him and he doesn't use it often, so we got that bike from him, and I have been riding it for the past 2 days. And then like by the end of the week I'm gonna get another bike from my friend, and we'll like show it to you in the video. So we are gonna ride about 100 kilometers on this Sunday, so yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah. Apart from that, in terms of the feeling, it's very special, it's very good. The lively, the homely feeling, and like that. These were the things that we were doing since last 20 years, before 2 years when we went to the UK. But I now realize that we seldom knew its value, but now it's like we are realizing what's the value of it. And yeah, it's a bit emotional, and yeah, we still have a long time over here, like still a month. So looking forward to it, excited. And Navratri is coming now, so we are planning to go for Garba for 1 or 2 days maybe. And
Yes, so for this week the plan is to meet some relatives and share all the other gifts and go to Garba, eat some nice food, and there is one little thing in between, like I need to get my tooth removed, the wisdom tooth, so it would be a bit painful for a few days and I won't be able to eat as much, but yeah, that's okay, like as long as I'm getting it away, like I'll be pain free. So anyway, so that is the thing that in between that we need to do this week, and then we are going to Ahmedabad on Sunday, and it's about 100 kilometers from here. There we are going to meet some relatives there, and we're gonna take a bike from there and ride back to Baroda, our home place. So that is it for this week, and
I'm gonna get my haircut today. After how many years? I don't remember actually, but I think it's more than 10 years now. So yeah, excited for that. Yeah, it's pretty much this, but we're planning to give weekly updates, not daily updates. So maybe for the next week we will give you another update.
We used to go on the bike to pick up and drop our niece to her school, and she likes to play with her friends at the school playground before coming home from the school. Me, my niece, and my elder brother decided to splash water on each other in our front parking space. There was some amount of water that went into my ear while doing that, and I went deaf for a while, but we were just being kids for a while and we really had good fun. Later that evening, I went cycling with my niece, and when we left India, she was very little and had started just walking. And now, when I see her, like she has grown up to cycle with me, and which is really impressive. And then she demanded some ice cream, and we had ice cream together, clicked some photos, and then we went back home. So, this was all we did in the first week in India, and in the coming vlogs there would be even more exciting stuff that we did. So stay tuned, and signing off until then. See you in the next one.